Let's call the meeting to order, August 1st, Selectmen's meeting. You ready, Ed?
Yes.
Please join me in saluting the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And we don't have any scheduled speakers, and I'm sorry the agenda's on my phone. I tried to post it, I didn't do so good. But it's on my phone, so it's going to be a typical agenda. No scheduled speakers, so let's do meeting minutes.
Make a motion to accept the July 18th minutes as drafted.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Approved. Any public input this evening? Yes,
I
Jan?
have a quick update. The Little Free Library is built, and now it looks great. It's just now a matter of Nick's schedule. It was made last week, this week. It depends on when he can get equipment over here to do build it and install it, so I'll keep you posted. And the resource guide, I met last Wednesday with Cassandra, and she said that you guys had given the final approval and that she planned to post it, I think, this week. Really depends on, I think she had just gotten her laptop back, so I think it depends on her work schedule, so.
And you gave us the thumb drive back with the date on it.
Yeah, exactly, and she said you had looked at it, I think she said a second time and approved it, so she said she just got her laptop back and she'll be working on it this week to get it posted.
Okay, and the place we settled on for the library is almost outside Virginia's window on the side.
Yes.
Yeah, and that may vary depending on if he hits a rock, small rock, whatever, so we may be moving that way.
I think the main thing is to keep it in enough so it doesn't affect the plowing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's gonna be the
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah, and he also does plowing, so I'll explain to him how he goes down, the row, and so I trust that he'll be on target, so that's it.
Okay. Any other public input? Okay, let's go through the committees. First one I see is cemetery trustees. The cemetery trustees have ordered a wrought iron gate for the cemetery. It's going to be coming within the next month to be installed. Chris is going to put a culvert in to transition between the road and the cemetery driveway to take the gully out. People are going into my graves and they're commenting about it's a little rough getting in there. So that's going to be taking place shortly. Anything on conservation?
Conservation meeting is supposed to be tomorrow night. I personally will not be able to attend, but I believe it's still gonna be on for tomorrow night.
Okay.
At 6.
All right. Forest fire, emergency management, do you have anything? Okay.
No, well, just so curious how we're going to dispose of the truck.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. How about writing a description of what we're going to sell?
Sure.
I mean, I can't do that. I don't have any idea.
I can do that.
Good. Heritage Commission, anything, Brian?
No. We did last meeting.
Okay. Planning board meets second Monday, and there's a subdivision application that's going to be discussed. And we'll talk about whether it's complete or not. Road agent, Chris, you have anything for us?
No.
Okay. Timber gravel monitor, we've been intent to cut. You have to sign. It's an attempt to cut over on map 30, lot 5, the Kinville property.
Do you need a motion or is it okay to sign it?
Just something to cut now. I don't think we need a motion.
There's no tax dollars or anything.
Okay.
Really notify the public.
Good, I'm sorry.
let's jump ahead to ZBA.
Okay, ZBA, a couple of things. There'll be a meeting this Thursday, 8/3 at 7 PM. I've asked Abby to attend, to take notes, because there's nobody assigned to that position on the ZBA, and the ZBA has to appoint that individual. So, also, I'd like to put 2 names in nomination to be on the board. One is Doug Stefano. He's sitting right here in front of us today. He stepped forward and said he'd be glad to participate. And the other one would be Michael Moore, who's on it, but his term expires, so I want to, he has agreed, I want to renominate him for another 3-year term. And each of those terms will begin effective tomorrow, 8/2, and they'll run for 3 years.
I make a motion to accept the 2 nominees as listed.
Okay?
I'll second it. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye, done. Anything else?
Actually, yeah, I had a question on code enforcement. I was talking to Nick earlier today. If he wants to apply for a building permit, he can't sign his own.
No, we
No,
do.
but
We
it's-
do.
So, okay, that's what I was gonna ask. What is the process? Does any one of us can do it, or do we have to discuss it, and just any one of us are authorized?
If it's tricky, we ask the building permit itself,
Yes.
we're just looking for setbacks and stuff like that. If it gets tricky, we bring in another code enforcement officer to check his work.
Okay. Yep. When he's out physically working, he uses Wakefield to do the inspection on his work.
That's right.
Okay, very good.
Now, the other mention, we might mention that the town was served with a request for a special exemption.
No, equitable waiver.
Equitable waiver, thank you.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a hearing coming, most like at the end of the month, and it'll be posted. But the solar people
Yes.
have applied for a,
And that would be part of the agenda for Thursday's meeting.
what do you mean the agenda?
But,
We're not going to talk about it.
no, but it would be discussing when to have the hearing.
Yes, but no discussion of the application.
That's correct. No discussion of the merits of the
Just
case.
when it's going to be.
Sign a case number and when we're going to do it.
Good.
There's also they haven't paid any fees yet. So technically, we're proceeding at this point without having any of the fees paid. At some point, and I've asked them to pay up, but at some point, if they don't pay up, do we still move forward, or do we say, hey, you're in default?
Have we told him what he owes?
Yes, I gave them the amount.
That I would assume, as long as he gets it to us before the hearing.
That's kind of what I was thinking too. All right.
Anything else from the CBA?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, has he filled out the application?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
he has submitted.
Or usually they attach a fee to the application, but that's,
That's correct.
but I'm sure it's gonna go. Yeah, we would just, I think maybe a gentle reminder, maybe a week before the meeting, make sure you bring the fee or get the fee in.
He said he couldn't find it on the website.
That's fine. No, that's fine. Just as long as there's an understanding, then,
Yep. He is aware of it, and I'm assuming that he's okay. I think.
yeah. I mean, he's a businessman, I'm sure he's used to that. And it's not like he's been on this road before with other issues, so. Okay.
Okay, treasurer.
Okay. Mr. Daly was in today, and he's going to be moving, so he's no longer going to do the plowing. He did fix Karen's door, her swinging door today, so he hasn't given me a bill yet, but just so you know that, and I think Cassandra is aware that he's not going to be plowing anymore. Okay. Also, those are my glasses. Okay, I'm going to request from the trustee of trust funds the $200,000 for the paving. And I have one for you. The Gaffney Library has requested their half of the $14,000. They're requesting $7,000.
Actually, you want to wait and do them
Yeah,
both at the same
yeah,
time?
that's fine. Okay. This one. So the Heritage Commission to reimburse them for the bronze plaque of $427.15. To reimburse the Heritage Commission for the buntings, American flag buntings, $29.80. Carroll County Registry of Deeds, $12. Consolidated Communications, $119.44. Dame Electric for the checking up, servicing the generator, $175. Donahue and Tucker, $39. Eastern Materials, I have several, $424, $848, another $848.
That will go too fast.
No? So,
Another $848.
yep. Did you say 600 and
I got that, yeah,
Okay.
600
another?
and 424.
A total.
So hold on a second, when I saw those three invoices all exactly the same, that was a little unusual, yes?
Yeah, they sell it by the yard. They don't have scales,
Oh, okay.
so
Got it.
rather than Osby Aggregates is weighed.
And everyone's different?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, minutely different, but they would be different. This is just by the yard, 18 yards.
Got it.
And I had Chris look at all of these.
The total for those invoices, $39.92.
Eversource, $215.33 and $25.02. Freedom Printers for some new checks, $140.81.
That for you?
Yes. Governor Wentworth Regional School District, August payment, $218,069.
For a second, they are meeting here, the school board is meeting here next Monday at 7 o'clock. If anyone wants to attend, the Governor Wentworth School Board meeting will be here,
What time is that?
7.
Is that thing?
Jan Ledbetter for ice cream, for the ice cream social, $50.41.
Was that the emergency run, Jan?
That's the emergency.
And that comes out of the
They want it out of,
Heritage Operating.
yes.
That's fine.
Check Heritage, yeah. Me, Joanne Dalbear for $102.19, minutes and mileage for the certification class. I have a class tomorrow, and then one more after that, and then I'll be my certification is complete. So, Karen Shabasic for postage and envelopes, $20.53. Kindle Construction, $3,215 and $6,188.50.
Total there is 9403.5.
Long Meadow for trash bags for the townhouse, $23.99. Mary Lou McLean for ice cream, for the ice cream social, $64.81. New Hampshire Government Finance Officers Association membership for myself, $35, and Kate, $35. Let's see, this is going to go to Roberta Holland for flag, POW flag for the cemetery, $99.95. Royal Turf and Tick, $328 for the cemetery. And Staples, a total of $95.72.
Total for all of those items in this manifest is $233,503.65.
Did you say 65?
65 cents, correct. I'll make a motion that we accept the manifest as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye. And how are we doing with our accounts? We still have adequate?
I sent it, expenditure report to all of you today.
So that,
And it's also, there's one in there, and I posted it on the website.
you did?
Yes.
I didn't see that. That's sort of new. Where'd you put that? So that,
It's under treasurer, and it's under, it says, I think it's financial or something, it's tagged to the treasurer though.
okay, so under the treasurer's tab on the website, you posted
Expenditure and revenue report,
year to date.
yes,
Thank you, excellent.
yes.
Okay, we can sign these.
Yep.
A little later.
Two separate ones.
Yep.
Later, is fine.
So, we have some letters. We got one letter from the Mitchell Group, Walter Mitchell. The original principal at the Mitchell Group is retiring the end of September, and this is just an FYI. Laura is going to be one of the key players in the new business, the new partnership. Do we have any other, I don't think we have any other mail to be written, to be read.
No.
No? Okay, any other comments? Yes,
The fan,
go ahead.
you want an estimate on that?
Sure.
Dame Electric, $240 for labor and materials, and labor and materials on my part would be about $200.
Hey, what are you proposing to do?
Put in the fan that I was told to put in.
We discussed whether it's going to vent outside or in through the wall.
Uh,
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
The one that Cassandra gave me last Wednesday
It's through the wall.
is through the wall.
Okay, because the IT person thought that would be sufficient. Okay, so Dane wants 200 to do the wiring,
$240 to do the wiring,
and you want 200 to put it in.
to provide the fan and to cut the door down, put the hole in the wall.
Okay, the material itself.
Right.
All right. Good. I'll make a motion that we move forward with that.
Absolutely second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Take care of it as soon as the fan comes in.
Okay, good. Anything else? Okay, we're gonna sign the checks, and then we're gonna adjourn the meeting, so you're welcome to stay. So we'll start signing.
I got one of them done. I might tackle another one this weekend.
Doug, I've got a package for you.
One break. Good.
So keep turning like it.
If you wanna take a
Yeah,
break
just,
and do that,
you know what happened? What broke? It was split in half.
we can do these.
So that one was the emergency one we did. The other side is crusty, and I don't want it to split.
Is that good?
I gotta get that one done. Yeah. Never ending.
You swear him in, and he can leave.
I got nothing.
42,000 miles?
Yeah.
Just in the first.
Yeah, 80 grand. Don't break the law.
Why is this check made out to the Brookfield Heritage Commission?
Because I'm going to deposit it back into their account. They actually have a physical account at the bank. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I do,
So we've paid them already?
we paid them months ago. Yeah. And so, and then they asked that we could reimburse them, so I'll put that back in the checking account, because I took it out of there.
But you just can't move it?
I could, but I thought about it a lot of the time, and I think this might be cleaner.
Keeps a cleaner
It might be
transaction.
cleaner.
But see, it looks like we're paying it twice.
No.
We wrote them a check.
We wrote them a check out of their account though. That one I did do internally. But this one I thought, I'm gonna deposit it in there. So it has already come out of their account we didn't, the general fund did not pay for it. They, trust me. I thought about it long and.
I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah, long and hard I thought about it, and I said, I'm just gonna put that money back in there. This one is coming out of the line in our budget, but before it did not, it came out of their account. It's separate.
Okay, I'm gonna be thinking about it now. $400, I wanna pay them twice.
I know. Believe me, Heritage will be all on that.
That $400 costs more stink than it was, or inside across the board.
I haven't heard, she was gonna have the locks put on, wasn't she, on the windows or
Yeah,
something?
it didn't work out.
Something
Oh, it didn't?
They're not flat,
Oh,
they're curves, and they couldn't mount it.
oh,
I think he's looking at another solution.
But he found a,
The double hung, right?
Yes.
So you could probably just, instead of put a stick in the sash.
I could, yeah, you know.
We just paid to have that thing fixed.
But I guess he found a stone, he's gonna put stone
Good.
corners instead of plexi.
Chris, any word on when they're gonna send us a bill for the paving? No.
Yeah.
There's more?
Thank you. Abby, do you need that approved stamp, the minutes?
I still don't understand that. We'll talk about that tomorrow, Thursday. The check for the plaque, I don't understand, we're paying it once. We signed the check to pay it twice. Go slow with me, you can't fool me.
But it came out of different accounts, we're repaying an account. It's one account to another account.
Thank you, Brian.
You can say it slow, you can say it loud.
Okay.
But
Now mommy and daddy had 2 pots of money.
yes,
Now mommy gave daddy $5, but daddy wants the $5 back.
yeah, got it.
I think it's a red shirt thing.
All right, I guess we're done. Meeting's adjourned, thank you.
6:21.
Checks are here. Checks are there.